Hello there. Welcome to Between the Weights. We are inside the Grow Fitness. I'm Ryan Webb. First, I've got California is burning to the ground, so you can probably hear the air purification fans in the background. So I apologize. And if I go back and listen to this and the fans are super loud, then, well, I'll just turn them off. They'll be okay. I mean, it'll be all right for a few minutes to pause the purification of the air. I need a haircut. I need my barber to be able to work, because doing it at home is not working out for me. So there is this, I imagine we're familiar with the idea of fight and flight, right? The decision that is made in a split second in a high stress moment. If you imagine all of a sudden a grizzly bear jumps out and starts growling at you, right? That split second decision that you have in that moment of running away or picking up a stick, right? What would you do? And who knows, right? Who knows? But it's interesting. This concept's interesting, and recently we've been really playing with this idea in the training that we've been doing, and it's really making me think about lots of things. And for instance, I've been in real life situations that were life-threatening, that were dangerous, that I had the opportunity to run away or fight. And it's really, really hard to mimic that. And it's impossible to sit around in chairs and decide what you're gonna do in that moment. Because I think, at least in the beginning, it's instinctive. It's really hard to train how you're gonna act in that moment without being in those types of moments all the time, or frequently enough that you can train yourself to consciously make the decision. I mean, they try to do that in boot camp even, and I don't know how successful they are. I've only been to boot camp once, so I can't relate it to other things. Anyways, so we're doing these workouts, and they're really designed to push the intensity all the way to 100. And when you're pushing intensity or the stress all the way to 100, you have opportunities to experience that moment of choice a lot, where you decide that either you're going to stop and give up, or you're going to keep fighting and keep pushing and keep getting the reps and keep getting work done. It's convenient that in our training, we have a certain number of reps for some things, and other things it's just a certain amount of time. And generally, it's just 2 minutes, right? We got 2 minutes to go all out on a certain exercise. And really the only coaching, the only directive is to not give up, is to not stop doing that exercise for the full 2 minutes. And if you challenge yourself, if you really push yourself, the goal is to push yourself so that you fail early on, so that you're really having to push and fight for a long time. And the act of having to push and fight for a long time has been really interesting. Personally, when I get in those moments, I get fairly emotional. So I've gotten emotional. I've teared up in some of those instances. And I can't explain why, except that my emotions are so high that really fighting for this thing is just pushing me to a point where I start to cry. I'm not super excited about admitting that, but it happens. And luckily, I am not alone. It happens to other people. That's just the way some of us respond to high stress moments, right? So it's really given an opportunity for me to intentionally put myself into those type of circumstances and to push through. Now, there's lots of ways, lots of opportunities we have to face stress. And it kind of, this idea of running away or fighting happens a lot. It could be just that the barbell is hard and you put it down and you turn around and walk away, right? That is flight. That is deciding to give up and run away from the bar versus staying in it. And it also ties in to this idea of motivation, self-motivation, of continuing to do the thing that you really want to do in order to be successful at a goal that you have. Maybe the thing stopping you is the snooze button. And the snooze button is who you need to picture as the enemy to your happiness, to your goals. If you hit the snooze button and roll back over, you are running away. You are allowing the enemy to win. However, if you get out of bed when the alarm goes off and do whatever it is that you're supposed to do that the alarm's going off for, you're fighting in that instance. And choosing to fight in those instances allow you to make or to fight when the circumstances get harder. When you are hungry and there is a donut on the kitchen table, what do? Maybe it's not a donut. Maybe you're hungry and it's a bag of chips. Maybe you're hungry and it's another glass, or thirsty, and it's another glass of wine. Maybe it's a package of cookies. I'm saying cookies a lot. Hopefully you're not hungry. I think you get what I'm getting at, though. We are actively in battle. whatever the thing is that you want, lose 50 pounds, gain 50 pounds, operate a successful business, be the best parent, find someone to love. Maybe that one's a little bit harder to dial into this thing, but you are actively in a conflict. You have a mission. There will be opposition to your stated mission, and it will not give up. It is always going to be there, always ready to make you work for the thing that you say that you want. In order for you to prove that you really want it, that you deserve to have it. Now, I am going to say you deserve to have it. You are worth having it. You're worth being happy. You're worth being successful. You are worth obtaining all of your wildest dreams. Now it's up to you, even if the battle seems super small and insignificant, to win. It is up to you to win all of the small little battles that are going to get you to your goal ultimately. Not hitting snooze, not sabotaging your nutrition by eating something that you shouldn't, not wasting money on something, not binging Netflix instead of writing the blog post or creating the content or working on your business in some way, or your relationship with your spouse, or your relationship with your kids, or your relationship with your grandkids, or your relationship with your siblings, or whatever the relationship that you're trying to improve, right? Because I promise those battles are happening every single day. Every single day. And you always have a choice. You can run away or you can fight. Let's fight. See you next time.